Hi everyone and welcome back. This is Laurie from Craggy Brook Witchery. And today I'm doing something fun for myself and for one of my subscribers, which is Zoey's Tarot Reviews. So I contacted Zoey and asked her if I could do this reading for her and put it out as a little video. And she did say that it was okay to do so and to maybe look at a little bit around the YouTube station that she's working on, which is where we met, and a general reading. So I don't know everything there is to know about Zoey, other than we talk about every day or every other day. And I met her because she noticed one of my videos and popped in, and we really haven't stopped talking since. So that's been about a month and a half or so. So overnight, I'll tip this down again here and show you that I put some rose quartz in here because I had been playing with the cards and I wanted to clear my energy from the cards as well as heighten the energy so I could really tap into my intuition when I was doing my reading today for her. Now, up above, you're going to see the box that the teacup cards come in. And I did put a pink candle out for Zoey and a white one for me. And I chose, because I do have my little bag of tricks over here that I use for the zodiac signs. So I know today's not Monday, but I could reach into the bag and find some essential oils, which I did to dress the candle with. And this one was in olive oil, so you can see it's quite a greeny tinge. And the cards that correspond to Cancer are the Chariot and the High Priestess. So that is why I chose the High Priestess card for Zoey and the Queen of Cups for myself. We're both water signs, and we did make a note of that and chuckle over that. So let's begin by removing these rose quartz there, tipping this down a little bit. I've cleared the cloth from yesterday's cards, and I'm just going to put some thought into the cards as I'm moving them around and taking little sections and just putting the intentions in that I lit all the candles up above to invite the ancestors of Zoey in. I invite the light and the love to surround me as I do this reading, and I reach out to her ancestors, her guides, her guardians, and Zoey herself to help find information for her as she works through the end of May and into June. And just going to take a minute here and dig through, find some cards, and hope that I can get, oh, this section here really wants to come, so I'm going to bring that section out. Okay, I'm going to move that aside. We'll maybe put all our rose quartz up here to amplify the energies, get them pointing more or less towards us. Okay, so this is how it came out. I know I've been talking and probably shifted it a little bit, but basically that's how it came out. So this is the way we're going with the cards. So I'm just going to start to put down, and I'll have to shift this a little bit because I'm going to be doing the pyramid spread. So I don't want to adjust that. Be careful, Laura. And we're going to go like this. And I'll try to adjust after again so that we can get them all in. She's got some cards coming up that really want to talk because they're already turned over. Okay, so I'm going to put these at the bottom. This is here. I don't think I need to zoom in because we can certainly see the cards. And on the sides I have May, because I like to put a card there last night when I was playing for myself. We still have a few days left in May, and this is June. So we're going to tuck that over there. So I'm going to start at the base, but these three really want to talk. And two are going this way. Tip that down a bit more. And the eye seems to be looking more at me. Now the camera wants to slide a little bit. Doesn't really like that angle, but let's go with it. Okay, so normally I'd go right to left, so I'm just going to jump onto this one, the eye, and the way it's tilted. So I got to look behind the camera here. Psychic ability and trust your intuition. And it's definitely looking more towards me. So the message is for me to emphasize to Zoey that she needs to really trust her psychic abilities at this time. Use her intuition. And with the eye, it's sort of like that all-seeing eye, that she has a direction. She knows where she wants to go. And when you close one eye and open the other, it's because you're trying to usually get a little bit more zeroed in. So if there's something that you're focusing, that you have your eye on, really take a close look at that. The cat here is interesting as well, because cats do have that heightened sense, we feel, of knowing, knowledge. You sometimes say the cat has 9 lives. So it says a two-faced friend, though. So this is where, like tarot, the cards take on, it's like peeling an onion. There's more information to be gathered. So there's a person here, I would say to Zoey, that she's not to be trusted wholly. This person has their own intentions first before yours. They present themselves one way, but there's an undercurrent there. And they can be very manipulative. They can be very catty. And she might be aware of it. Now, this is in the base of the pyramid. So, Zoey, you need to watch some of the people that you're associating with. And I think you probably already know who this person is. They can seem warm and friendly at times, and other times they just sort of shun you. But you got to be careful because they can strike out in an unfriendly manner at any time. And this one here, the elephant, let's see what it says. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Now, because that is looking that way, but the card is tilting this way, it's a little bit interesting because I would say, have you had a relationship with this person for quite a while? I think she's been weighing on your thoughts quite a bit, and you've been watching her. You've been watching her moves. And it's a learning experience. Relationships really are a learning experience. But using your intuition, I think you've had an inkling about this relationship. But because sometimes we have relationships that are long-term, or we've known them from the past, you give the person the benefit of the doubt. So it's always up to the querent as to how they wish to handle a situation. That's a difficult one. We could spend a lot of time on that, but we better go on. Now, the very first one over here I would normally turn is the bouquet. Now, that one is upside down. So it's interesting that this has all come up because with the bouquet upside down and compliments from a friend, I think if there's someone that you're dealing with that is difficult at this time, you take what they say with a grain of salt. So this person might come across as being very complimentary, very supportive, but with the bouquet upside down, it doesn't feel like a gift. It doesn't feel true. It might feel like a gift with attachments, and that's difficult. So let's go on here, and the arrow is pointing up. So if Zoe was sitting across from me, which she almost is with the High Priestess card, then this card would be pointing to her. Now, if I bring it a little closer, it is the arrow card, and you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Now, she did ask me to look at things connected to her career. And with the arrow pointing up, she's growing. She's growing fast. And I've seen that on her internet site. She's had a lot of subscribers. So now how does this go? Well, there might be someone who's encouraging her, but there's also envy involved. So maybe the information that she's getting from a person is not really true, but she on her own is doing super. And just to stick with it, and there's nowhere to go but up, which is really, really nice. Okay, this one, left to right. Ooh, victory in some endeavor. Now, don't those two cards go well together? Wow. So the V for victory is definitely there, and it's in the heart of the spread. So use your intuition. You're on the right track. You're going forward. And you've got the beautiful card in the middle that says, you go, girl. Now, 5, I always bring numbers in too, even though it's a V. I think of the number 5. And 5 indicates for me that there might be some competition, if you think of the 5 of Wands. And that can be a friendly competition. But next to the cat, someone is a little bit envious, I think. All right, let's look at this one. We'll turn it left to right. It's upside down. So take care, enemies are working against you. Whoa! But it's nice to know that Zoe is very intuitive, and she might realize that someone is maybe working against her. Now, a bat is someone who has a real heightened sense, sonar almost. So I think this other person is probably on her radar, and she is taking care. And I know that she likes bats because bats came up in one of the cards that she was playing with this week on the internet. And she loves the bats. So I think she has to realize that she has a strong, very strong psychic ability. And she's aware of a lot. Now this one here, the skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Oh my gosh, every card just seems to be talking in that manner. Well, because it's a skull, I go back to the elephant over here. I think of something from the past, something that needs transformation, something that needs change. So use your own intuition on how you're going to handle the situation. So there are hidden secrets. And being aware means that they cannot harm you. We won't let that happen. Now this one here, the dog. Wow, Zoe. So protection from a powerful friend. Again, she's going to have to rely on herself to make some decisions from May to June on how to handle some relationships. Some people are appearing friendly, but they're not wholeheartedly open and caring at this time. So then we have this one, flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Ooh, very nice. She knows who she is, and the flagpole, though, is pointing to the past. So a flag to me is almost like a signal. And she knows where she wants to go. She has victory at the heart of the spread, and she will not lower her standards. She is out for the best that she can possibly do. And as a general reading, she handles herself the best she possibly can. Now I'm going to pick another card over here because we're finishing up with May. So that would go down like that on May and turn it. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Okay. Wow. Well, if you're going to be not lowering your standards, good. Don't change, but this is upside down. So I have to say that there may be instances in the next week or few days that we might have to bend a little bit. Because if the mule upright is stubborn and do not change, this one is suggesting, okay, lighten up a little bit. Don't take things so seriously. And be willing to maybe see things from another person's perspective. Now for June, now the card is sitting this way, left to right. Dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Now that is pretty much upright. So gather around you, I would suggest, the people that you care about most and care about you. Like-minded people, friendly people, happy people. And there's someone at a distance who might be wanting to catch up with you again. A distant friend is thinking of you. So whether you reach out by phone, by internet, or visits, maybe there's someone who really wants to visit and catch up again. Great. Okay, now I'm going to pause for a second here because I want to add in 3 cards from Spirit. Maybe I don't have to pause. Maybe I'll just put them in the middle here. So this, I would say, Zoe, is information from your ancestors. Things that they want you to know at this time. So at the heart of the matter is you are on the road to success. Yay! And it's right on top of the victory one. It's a little bit tilted and it's pointing towards the skull. But there's things that you don't know because this is hidden secrets that can harm you. So you are on the road to success, but maybe do some research on where you want to go and not have any surprises. Maybe talk to someone that you've talked to in the past, because this being the death card or the skull, or something from the past that you wanted to work on, maybe bringing that to light. You know, we all have several things that we endeavor to accomplish, and some things sit on the back burner. Maybe there's something else you can bring. Wow. Is there a talent from an ancestor? Is there a skill? Is there someone who talked to you that maybe is transformative? They might have some information to share with you, and it even might be this distant friend. That'll be interesting to see how that one works out. All right, we'll go to this one. A fair-haired woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. This woman might help you to get you further on the road to success. Now, because they're a fair-haired woman, it could be an older woman, because it does say gray or white, but it could just someone who's of the blondish complexion. This woman really has your interests at heart, which is nice to see after what we discussed here in the bottom. So look for this woman, tap into her, and if it is an ancestor, because these are 3 cards from ancestors, maybe there was someone in your past who you connected with. Now, maybe you can light a candle to your ancestors. Maybe you can ask, during a meditation, or just lighting a candle and tuning in, how they would like to see you proceed, any help that they can give you on proceeding. And this one here, eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, nice. So I think you can rely on your ancestors to help guide you in the next month. That is wonderful. Connect with a distant friend because they're thinking of you. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. You know what you want. You're on the right path. And having this here, the eagle, that you can triumph over troubles and obstacles, way to go. And with an eagle, I think of soaring above. You get to see things from a higher perspective. And that allows you to travel the mountain in whatever pathway it is to your success. And I think I'm going to leave that there for now. I brought in all the elements I wanted to. And I hope that Zoey has a chance to see this video, to contemplate it, and know that if it doesn't make sense right now, it may develop in the next 30 days. And this is just information from her guides, her guardians, of things that they want her to be aware of. So, Zoey, I had a wonderful time. I've enjoyed talking to you on Zoey Tarot Reviews, and I want you to know that I support you and wish you all the success.